Greetings and welcome to History through World Numismatics. I'm your host, the Numismaniac, aka the Skipper. And today I'm just keeping an eye out for my co-host Dale. He's been under the weather for the last week or so, so he may not be coming in today. However, if anybody else would like to join me, by all means, you're more than welcome. How's everybody doing today? I see the evil arch conservative showing up in the house. Definitely going to have to wait for a few minutes here to get a few more people in. Are you on the bus or are you at home there, EAC? Fair 45. Hello there. Welcome aboard. It's a lovely day out here in the prairies. Hope everything is going well in your areas. On the bus. That's something I don't miss anymore. I drove Edmonton Transit for a number of years until I retired. And, I go back far enough where I actually drove trolley. There we go. Try to get everybody up on YouTube here. Yeah, it's been a rather quiet day today. Had a nice weekend. Just highlight of my day is take my walk with the dog to check the mail. That, and I don't know if any of you are into Stranger Things, but we've been doing a Stranger Things marathon in order to get ready for the next season that's coming out shortly. So my wife and I have been power watching, so to speak. Also had an occasion to meet Nana from Nana's Cooking. She's a YouTuber. I don't know if any of you have ever visited her channel or not. She came from Windsor, Ontario to visit her daughter here in Edmonton, and I got to run across her and her husband at West Edmonton Mall and sat down. Yeah, it happens. I'll grab myself a drink of water here. Been going through the various coins that I have for Canada, and unfortunately, during the time frame that we're covering, not every year the Canadians come out with a coin. They were, in fact, going through a bit of a change because they're switching over from the Heaton Mint in the UK to having a mint established in Ottawa. And there are a few years where there was no coinage minted. So what's everybody doing? EAC's on the bus. Ferrip, what are you doing today? Oh, that's nice. yeah, just great way to be enjoying the evening. My favorite coin, especially during the 1800s, the Carson cities. I got to get some more of this. I had one here a while back. I don't know if there we go. There's an 1880 Carson city that I must get another one because they are such cool coins. Yeah, that is a nice coin. Oh, speaking of blossoms, I know I'm procrastinating and I don't want to be too late in planting, but my wife and I have never done any gardening whatsoever. In fact, we've got the notoriety of having brown thumbs. My wife is so bad that she kills artificial plants. So everybody is getting into planting different things these days. And I looked at my backyard and said, you know what? I wouldn't mind getting a raised garden started, but I've never grown a bloody thing in my whole life. You know, my grandparents and my great grandparents were into farming and stuff, but I wasn't. I was into the military and then construction and eventually driving city transit. So I didn't do any of that stuff. Yeah, I have one Morgan dollar left, which breaks my heart because a lot of it I had to sell off here in the last 6 months. But uh, I would like to build that up again. Yeah, tomatoes are easy to grow, but unfortunately, we're not big tomato eaters in the house. So I have to use my common sense and say, okay, well, if I grow stuff that I won't eat, then I'll end up giving it away to friends and family. But I prefer to have something that we can actually consume. So I was thinking potatoes, maybe asparagus. We do eat asparagus. Um, Gosh, not a lot of other things. I really don't think corn or any of that other stuff's an option right at the moment because, again, I'm starting small. Yeah, it'd be easier if we are vegetarians, but we're meatitarians in the house. So unless I can grow a cow, there's no bloody way I'm gonna. So I gotta be imaginative. The other thing I gotta do is make it so that my dog can't get into the garden. So I've got to, as you know, I've got a German Shepherd Lab cross, and he's a big boy. So I'm gonna have to again have a raised garden and have it so that he can't root through it. He's a digger. Hello, the Bud Files. Welcome aboard. Get a couple more people in here, and then I'll explain the rules of the game, and we'll get it started here. I wanted to grow hot dogs. Well, I guess that would be my speed when I think about it. So, oh, another thing that's going to be happening here during the month of May, uh, first 2 weeks, I will not be hosting a live feed. Not that I don't want to. I'm on course. So I'm off to the Rocky Mountains in a beautiful area called Ghost River. I've taken a look at the facility they're putting us into, and yeah, that's been a long time since I've gone to such a pretty place and relaxed, even though there will be classes and stuff I'll be taking. Meals and everything are all provided. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I think my wife is looking forward to it too because I get out of her hair for a few days. Where did I put you? No, still don't have anybody that's come up. Okay. We will do a quick search here. All right. Well, we're quickly coming up to 23 minutes after, so I'm going to be starting fairly soon here, regardless of how many we have. But starting off in 1880, for those that haven't played the game before, and I see we got a few people that may not know all the rules. I do one year at a time. We're doing 1880 through 84. Oh, hello, Marlon. Would you like to come up? The link's up at the top. But 1880 is the year we're going to start, and give you 5 minutes once I give you the go to add your history, whatever history you want to add to the chat, and I will tally up everyone's contributions. And at the end of the game, for over the course of the 5 years, I will be tallying, and the top 3 contributors will win a coin. The coin will go out at the end of the month, along with whatever other ones you've accumulated. Yeah, 1880. What an interesting year. As you know, Queen Victoria was our monarch in 1880, and our Governor General was John Campbell. He was the Marquis of Lorne, and the Prime Minister was John A. Campbell. And John, there's a lot of controversy with the Prime Minister at that time. Again, there's a lot of immigration that was going on in the 1880s. A fair number of the Chinese had been coming into Canada for a few decades, actually, but it was really quite heavy during this period. Marlon says, I'm so silly and don't know history. I'm here to learn. That's okay. You can chit chat with us while you're up here, and you can learn as you go. Actually, yeah, well, we're not talking about today's history there, Marlon. We're talking about 1880 through 84. And yeah, there was controversy back then too. Quite a bit of it, actually. I mean, we're still having great issues with the indigenous population, and the Métis were still an issue. Quite a bit of stuff that was going on in the 1880s. And again, like I was saying, during 1880, the Canadian Mint or the British Mint weren't putting out any coinage. So, where are we now? Alrighty. Well, it looks like a good time to start. So those of you that have something to contribute, when I press go, then you can add to the chat. And for those of you that want to chit chat with me while the chat is going on, by all means, come on up. Go. Yeah, during the 1880s, a lot of the folks had moved to Canada were starting to experiment a lot with the Indigenous cuisine. And it was quite popular, especially those that were traveling westward, to pick up a lot of the dishes that the natives had been living on for many years. And the beauty of a lot of it was that it was so hardy, and maintained preservation. It lasted for months. One of the best things that they used to have is pemmican, which they actually had. Marlon Dale is actually sick, and so he hasn't been able to come on up today. If he does, I'd really be surprised. Yeah, I hope he gets well pretty soon. He's a pretty durable character, and he's gone through an awful lot health wise. So, but he perseveres. To his credit. One of the things that I'll tell you about while we're waiting for us to hit the 5-minute mark is that in 1880, there was a family that had an Irish family that settled in Lucan County, not too far outside of London, called the Donnellys. They settled on an area called the Roman Line, and they were most of the family were fairly unsavory, and the locals did not like them very much whatsoever. They had a stagecoach business, which they ran, and they were, hard fighting, hard drinking Irishmen. And they had developed such a bad reputation that the citizens in Lucan actually rose up against them, and they actually went out to the Roman Line, and they actually murdered the entire family. And there's some interesting ghost stories about that I could tell you too at a different time. But they had they had gathered their remains and put them in a churchyard just a few hundred meters down the road. And I don't know, I think the black obelisk is gone. I saw it when I was a kid, and it had listed the Donnelly family and all their names and the dates they were born and all the same date that they died. And every one of them said murdered, 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 murdered. Very creepy place. But that's something that took place in 1880. The wife of the Governor General, the Princess Louise, a Marchioness of Lorne, was seriously injured when the vice-regal sleigh overturned on Rudolph Street in Ottawa. Stop. There we go. That was a quick 5 minutes. Now I'll take a look and see what we've got here. Are you going to work for me here? Nice to see you, Nick. Oh, no, that's not working. There we go. So what do we got here? Ferret 45 began. 1st of January 1880, the building of the Panama Canal began. like any early works, the biggest problem with digging these canals is the workers had a very very high mortality rate, lots of accidents. Evil Arch Conservative writes 1880, Frank and Edmund Ball founded the Ball Brothers manufacturing business in 1880 in Buffalo, New York. 3 other brothers, William, Lucas, and George, soon joined the family business. Also in the 1880s, the natural gas boom in Delaware County, Indiana began. The entire area had multiple glass factories due to the boom and grew up in Delaware County. 17th of February 1880, Alexander II of Russia survives an assassination attempt. I'm curious to see how many attempts they actually had. What else we have here? We've got Scottish surgeon William McEwen reports on the use of orotracheal intubation as an alternative to a tracheotomy. I like tracheotomy. Twenty-ninth of February 1880, Gotthard Railway Tunnel between Switzerland and Italy is completed. Again, when I'm reading these, I automatically think, well, this is 1880. What did they have to go through to build this stuff? It had to be absolutely horrible conditions. German professor of pathology Karl Eberth first visualizes the bacteria which will become known as salmonella in the Peyer's patches and spleens of typhoid patients. Does not sound like a pleasant thing to do, does it? The first demonstration of the direct piezoelectric effect is made by the brothers Pierre Curie and Jacques Curie. March 23rd, 1880, flour rolling mill is patented. A flour rolling mill. I don't know if you're talking about you hitting the local restaurants. I used to do that and got paid for it, which was really a great job. Fine dining in Alberta. February 19th, the photophone, an optical speech transmission system, is invented by Alexander Graham Bell and Charles Sumner Tainter in Washington, D.C. Hmm. 18th of April, 1880, an F4 tornado strikes Marshfield, Missouri, killing 99 people and injuring 100. 1st of June, 1880, the first pay telephone service in the United States is installed in New Haven, Connecticut. Pay telephones. Don't see too many of those anymore. Oh, okay, gotcha. Joking about the Aboriginals having where they do now, and they're fine too. You go to the River Cree and you can get yourself all Bannock burgers and all kinds of stuff. Dugald Clerk builds the first successful two-stroke engine in 1880. The British Perforated Paper Company debuts toilet paper in 1880, and English inventor John Milne creates the modern seismograph. That's 3 in a row. That's like boom, boom, boom. EAC is on a roll. In 1880, 1st of June, the U.S. Census is 50,155,783, which is still way more than what Canada has today. Very interesting. January 9th, the Great Gale of 1880 devastates parts of Oregon. and Washington with high winds and heavy snow. A hurricane that turns into a snowstorm. Snowfall amounts of 3 to 6 feet, 1 to 1.86 meters. A hurricane that's a snowstorm? Now that's ugly. The 24th of June, 1880, the first performance of "O Canada," the song that would become the national anthem of Canada, at the Congrès National du Canadien Français. Oh, très bon. You want to go detecting, but you just woke up. It is a nice day for it today. 29th of June, 1880, France annexes Tahiti. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name that they got. It's Tahiti. 19th of July, 1880, San Francisco Public Library starts lending books, and there they start making some money. Get those late fees. Still half asleep. 24th of July, 1880, the first commercial hydroelectric power plant in the world begins generating electricity in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That wasn't too far from where I used to grow up. 14th of August, 1880, ceremony to mark the completion of Cologne Cathedral, attended by Emperor William I. First began in 1248, now the largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Moral. I'm playing catch up here. So we're talking about the Donnellys here. Moral of the story, don't piss people off till they murder you. What? Ferret 45 says 2nd of November 1880, James A. Garfield is elected the 20th U.S. president. Just a cooking. Of course, there's Nick there, who's... You can come up, Nick, if you're still here. 16th of December, 1880, beginning of the first Boer War between British Empire and the Boer South African Republic. And Great Britain lost that war. 20th of December, 1880, New York's Broadway is lit by electricity, becomes known as the Great White Way. And there we go. All righty. Always nice to see everybody in Dime Bag and Marlin, and they like watching what's going on, but they don't want to do the research and the history because it's too much work. It can be challenging. Truly can. All righty. Oh, I don't want that. We're talking 18. We're going to be moving on to 1881 here in a second. $1881. Where are you? I have one of those. I believe that is. Oh, and you probably won't even be able to see it. Probably not. I'm sure I got the right way. I do have an 1881H. You can see that. It's probably upside down. There it is. It is upside down. There we go. Don't have a lot of the Canadian coinage, but the pennies are pretty consistent. And there we got the young Queen Victoria on there. pretty good. Yeah, that's, you can utilize, and I encourage it, whatever resources you have, whether it be books or online. Yeah, don't be afraid to look it up. What I miss about not having Dale on is that he shows some of his English coins that he has, the older ones. Yeah, the 1881 we're going to be discussing here shortly, and it was a fairly interesting year in Canada. In Ottawa, they actually had finished the intercontinental bridge between Ontario and Quebec. I've actually walked across that bridge, and it's quite interesting. The population of Canada in 1881 was 4,324,810. A far cry from what it is now, but we're still not as high a population as what the U.S. was back then. It's Susie Q96. Welcome aboard, my dear. Okay, let's go. The city of Clifton, Ontario, was renamed Niagara Falls in 1881. So the city of Niagara Falls wasn't always Niagara Falls. And in December 2nd of 1881, Quebec actually elected a conservative government. The Canadian National Railway was actually, the Canadian Pacific Railway was incorporated in 1881 as well, which is quite interesting. Hi, Taniwa. How are you doing, brother? We got Robert's Coins Adventures. He's in now. Wonderful. Yeah, we're 1881 now, Susie. December 31st, 1881, Elizabeth Arden, her birth name was Florence Nightingale Graham, who was the founder of Elizabeth Arden Cosmetics, was born. And she lived until 1966. Now, there's a lady that saw a lot of things that went on. Big changes. So where were you thinking about doing your metal detecting, Marlon? Were you just going to go around town, or did you have any special spots you had in mind? It's so quiet up here. I do. Anybody who wants to come up and hang out with me while we're waiting for everybody to finish with the chat, by all means. Dee, 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 dee. Start spreading the news. The years are flying away. Yeah, anytime I see Robert's Coin Adventures show up, that we know we're going to get a lot of history. Stop. See, that easy. All righty, let's swing back into the chat and see how we're doing here, all the way to the beginning here. Come on. Come on. Team Lynch Beach Metal Detectorists. Yes, nice to see you on board. Okay, the first one for 1881 is Ferret 45. Ferret 45, he says, 1st of January 1881, Dr. John Watson is first introduced to Sherlock Holmes in story written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And there's RCA coming up to the start line here. January 1st, 1881, Dr. Oh, yeah, he got beat out. January 1st, Ambrose Bierce is appointed editor of the Wasp magazine. Wasp magazine? That isn't for the acronym White Anglo-Saxon Protestant, is it? I'd like to know that. January 4th, Johannes Brahms Academic Festival Overture premieres in Breslau. January 25th, Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell formed the Oriental Telephone Company. Oriental Telephone Company. Oriental? I honestly don't know if I've ever heard of that one. 22nd of January, 1881, Cleopatra's Needle, a 3,500-year-old ancient Egyptian obelisk, is erected in Central Park, New York. I always find it amusing to see how many of these ancient structures have gone to different countries. Susie Q's on board. July 2nd, assassination of James Garfield. United States President James A. Garfield shot by lawyer Charles J. Guthieu in Washington, D.C. The wound becomes infected, killing Garfield on September 19th. There's a lot of controversy about that because they weren't properly disinfecting their tools. RCA, February 5th, Phoenix, Arizona is incorporated. My grandmother used to live in Phoenix. 25th of January, 1881, Thomas Edison. Oh, no, already got that one. We got RCA says 24th of Feb, China and Russia signed the Sino-Russian Treaty. I don't know what the LLI is. Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Susie. We got you. May 4th, California becomes the first state to pass plant quarantine legislation. Plant quarantine. In 1881. March 4th, South African politician Paul Kruger accepts the ceasefire during the First Boer War. Paul Kruger. Kruger. And like I said, the First Boer War was not a success for the British. March 7th, Southern University opens in New Orleans. 24th of October, 1881, Levi P. Morton, U.S. Ambassador to France, drives the first rivet in the Statue of Liberty. Now that's interesting. 1881, King Kalakaua becomes the first monarch to travel the world in an effort to preserve Hawaiian culture. March 13th, Alexander II in Russia is assassinated by members of a far-left terror group, People's Will, who throw a bomb at him in the city of St. Petersburg. Oy vey. Robert Coyne's Adventure says March 18th, Barnum and Bailey Circus, traveling as the greatest show on earth, debuts at Madison Square Garden in New York City following the merger of the two existing circus groups. How many of you actually gone to a circus like that? That's they were pretty cool. 22nd of May, John Tebbutt discovers the Long Period Comet, circa 1881, K1, also known as the Great Comet of 1881. Comet Tebbutt, 1881, the third, 1881b. So it sounds like it's split. Interesting. Uh, 20th of September, 1881, Chester A. Arthur is sworn as the 21st president. March 26th, Thessaly is freed and becomes part of Greece again. Uh, 11th of September, 1881, the triple landslides bury Elm, Switzerland. April 1st, anti-Jewish riots are in Jerusalem. The first systematic study of forensic entomology, bugs in and on dead bodies, is conducted by physician and entomologist Hermann Reinhard in Germany. Even though I'm sure a lot of this stuff is important, there are some jobs that I'm glad I never focused on. I think picking at dead bugs or bugs on dead bodies is not one of the ones that would have been high on my things to want to do in life. April 2nd, Sixth Impressionist exhibition opens in Paris, organized by Edgar Degas, and showing his famous Little Dancer of 14 Years, the only sculpture shown in his lifetime. 27th of August, 1881, hurricane hits the Florida and Carolinas. About 700 die. Well, at least they're saying about. Where are we here? April 16th, in Dodge City, Kansas, Bat Masterson fights his last gun battle. Bat Masterson. I used to watch that show. Any of you ever watch Bat Masterson? EAC says the birch bark Bakhshali manuscript incorporating perhaps the earliest known use of mathematical zero is unearthed in Bakhshali in British India. Really? April 27th, pogroms against Russian Jews start in Elizabethgrad. Are you seeing something throughout the history, especially in Europe, especially in throughout the Slavic countries? There was a lot of anti-Semitism, and it wasn't just during World War II. It dates back centuries. July 26th, 1881, French Marines occupied Tunisian harbor city of Sfax. April 28th, Billy the Kid escapes from the Lincoln County Jail in Lincoln, New Mexico. Billy the Kid. May 8th, Henry Morton Stanley signs the first of many contracts with the Congolian monarch. July 13th, Dr. Joseph Goodfellow performs the first laparotomy in removal of a bullet. To remove a bullet. Anybody know what a laparotomy is? July 1st, 1881, first international telephone conversation, Calais, Maine to St. Stephen, New Brunswick. Robert's Coin Adventures writes, May 12th, Treaty of Bardo, Tunisia becomes a French protectorate. May 17th, Frederick Douglass is appointed Recorder of Deeds for Washington, D.C. September 25th, the first modern cesarean section is performed successfully by German gynecologists Frederick Adolf Kehrer in Macasheim using the transverse incision technique. That kind of surgery must have been awful. Awful back then. LNW, it's nice to see you. We got May 21st, American Red Cross is founded by Clara Barton. Yay, Clara. 14th of June, 1881, player piano is patented by John McTammany Jr. of Cambridge, Massachusetts. May 24th, Turkey cedes Thessaly and Arta back to Greece. December, Edward von Hoffmann carries out autopsy studies of the nearly 400 victims of the Vienna Ring Theater fire, carbon monoxide poisoning being held as an underlying cause of the death. Oh, that's terrible. My goodness. Woo. The metal band, he says. I'm just going through here. Yeah, it's again, Marlon, the thing that we've been noting, especially in they're only then starting to look at cleaning instruments and whatnot. It's like amazing how far we've gone. And I'm glad that they woke up and realized that just doing some simple things made a huge difference. And Muscle Shell is in the house. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't be afraid to come up and visit the old skipper here if you want. All right, we got a minute before we go into 1882. 1882. Holy mackerel, Andy. Let's see what we got for 1882. Do I have any coins for 1882? Oh, I do. Of course, you probably won't be able to see them because it's so dark. I will pop that out. It's an 1882 H. H standing for the Heaton Mint, which means it was made in the UK. It's been around a long, long time. Just love these old coins. Young Queen Victoria. Very, very nice coins. And been around a very, very long time. Try not to lose my other one there too. There we go. All right. And where are we? Oh, yes. For those of you that are in the chat, we can go. Let's take a look at 1882 in Canada. Oh, 1882. Prince Edward Island election, William Wilfred Sullivan's Conservatives won a fourth election with a Conservative majority. The provisional districts of the Northwest Territories were established between Manitoba and British Columbia. The districts of Assiniboia, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Athabasca. May 25th, John Sparrow David Thompson becomes the Premier of Nova Scotia, replacing Simon H. Holmes. And the Northwest Mounted Police, which later became the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, was established. And they set up a post in Regina, Saskatchewan. And, in fact, it is their main training facility, the depot, that's still there today. I'm feeling we're going to have some really good stuff in chat for this one. We're getting into a rather interesting phase in history where news and publications through the newspapers became more prevalent. So a lot of stuff that may have been missed is now recorded. And so we're seeing more and more really interesting items coming out historically that we can delve into. Oh, there you are. I did find you. Thank you. Found my missing penny. Now, one thing I love about these albums is that they have the plastic sleeve on both the obverse and reverse, so that they're just not pushed in. You can actually see both sides. Makes it a nice change, especially when you're looking at your collection. Stop. And let's take a look. Come on. That a boy. There it is. Robert's Coin Adventures. Why am I not surprised? First one out the gate. 1882, January 13, Richard Wagner completes his opera, Parsifal. And January 17th, first Dutch female physician, Aletta Jacobs, opens her office. Barrett 45 says 22nd of December, 1882, the first string of Christmas tree lights is created by Thomas Edison. Well, that's a nice change from having candles in the tree, that's for sure. Charles Guiteau was hanged on June 3rd. He's the one that shot the president. On June 30th, 1882, just 2 days before the first anniversary of the shooting of President Garfield. Guitar was insane. Okay, I'm going to have to decipher that one. I'm going to guess that's the same person that he's talking about. Guitar and Guiteau. February 3rd, circus owner P.T. Barnum buys his world-famous elephant Jumbo. And I'm sure we're probably going to hear more about Jumbo because he had a terrible, terrible end. American electrical engineer Schuler Wheeler produces an electric fan. Interesting you bring that one up. We had a flood in my house, and I got more fans going right now than Carter has pills. Oh, there he is. Hiya there, Dale. Glad to see you there. February 7th, last bare knuckle champion John L. Sullivan KOs Patty Ryan in I'm taking that's Mississippi. He was a big boy, John L. Sullivan. 6th of December, 1882, atmosphere of Venus is detected during transit. How did they detect an atmosphere on a planet like Venus in 1882? Heck, I didn't even know that you could even see the bloody planet. Alfred P. Southwick publishes his proposal for use of the electric chair as an execution method in the United States. The first electric chair execution occurred 8 years later. I'm pretty sure they discovered how important it was to make sure that the cloths and stuff they used were wet. You didn't want a dry electrocution. I know that sounds morbid, but it's true. February 12th, Social Democratic Union forms in Amsterdam. Second of December 1882, Amsterdam Eritis Zoo opens an aquarium. March 28th, Paul Beardsdorf patents an adhesive bandage in Germany, the foundation of the Beardsdorf Company. March 2nd, Queen Victoria narrowly escapes assassination when Roderick McLean shoots at her while boarding a train in Windsor. Italian physicist Luigi Palmieri detects helium on Earth for the first time through its D3 spectral line when he analyzes the lava of Mount Vesuvius. Very interesting. Coins. Yes, coins. All this going on when that 1882 H coin that I showed was floating around in circulation. Unbelievable. 14th of October, 1882, University of the Punjab is founded in present-day Pakistan. March 4th, Britain's first electric trams run in East London. And that's the beginning of the operator's terror, the switch. You would not believe how they terrorized us operators for literally over a century. EAC says January 17th, first Dutch female physician, Aletta Jacobs, opens her office. March 11th, Friedrich Nansen sets out on a sea voyage to study Arctic zoology. 18th September 1882, Pacific Stock Exchange opens as local security board. Interesting. March 16th, U.S. Senate ratifies the Geneva Convention of 1864, legitimizing the International Red Cross and the American Red Cross. That's significant. Yeah, we already got the thing with Jumbo. March 19th, first stone laid for the Sagrada Familia Basilica in Barcelona, designed by Antoni Gaudi. Is that one that's still not finished? (15th of September 1882), British General Wolseley occupies Cairo. Got that one already. March 24th, German scientist Robert Koch discovers and describes the tubercle bacillus, which causes tuberculosis, and establishes germ theory. See, I avoided saying those words. You can read it for yourself. March 29, Knights of Columbus chartered for Catholic men. (3rd of September 1882, the French-Vietnamese-Chinese Battle of Hanoi. Hundreds die. February 21st, New York City's 24-hour race begins. Winner with most mileage in 24 hours. February 22nd, with 120 miles, James Saunders wins the New York City's 24-hour race and $100 prize. $100 prize for running 120 miles. 120 miles for $100, less than $1 a mile. Wow. Must have really wanted it badly. April 3rd, American outlaw Jesse James shot in the back of the head and killed by fellow gang member Robert Ford at the home in St. Joseph, Missouri, while he was hanging a picture. Pretty cowardly. 20th of August, 1882. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, 1812 Overture, one of my favorites, debuts in Moscow. April 29th, the Electromote, forerunner to the trolleybus, is tested by Werner von Siemens in Berlin. March 2nd, Queen Victoria. Oh, we already got that one. August 5th, 1882, martial law is imposed in Japan. May 6th, Chinese Exclusion Act. U.S. Congress ceases Chinese immigration. May 6th, Epping Forest, England, dedicated by Queen Victoria. March 18th, Morgan Earp is assassinated by outlaws while playing billiards in Tombstone. Of July, 1882, the first ocean pier in U.S. completed in Washington, D.C. Oh, that's interesting, too. First ocean pier. March 23rd, the Edmunds Act. Edmunds Anti-Polygamy Act is adopted by the U.S. to suppress polygamy. 1,300 men are later imprisoned under the act. I'm not even going to mention who got everybody into polygamy. May 8th, David Belasco's La Belle Russe premieres in New York City. May 9th, Telegraph Hill RR Company, cable cars in San Francisco is organized. May 15th, the Law Tsar Alexander III bans Jews from living in rural Romania. July 4th, 1882, Telegraph Hill Observatory opens in San Francisco. It's quite famous. EAC writes, March 25th, first demonstration of pancake making held at a department store in New York City. Pancake making. It's hard to believe that people at that time period would have to be shown how to make a pancake, considering how they lived. They didn't make pancakes out of a mix either. That was all scratch. Uh, 17th of July, 1882, a tornado kills 130 people in Iowa. May 16th, 8th Kentucky Derby. Babe Hurd aboard Apollo wins in 2 minutes, 40 seconds. May 20th, Germany, Austro-Hungary, and Italy signed the Triple Alliance. June 24th, the National League expels umpire Richard Hyman from baseball for dishonesty after his links with gambling on games are confirmed. May 20th, Henrik Ibsen's plays Ghosts premieres in Chicago. Okay. And we've got EAC, December 14th, Henry Morton Stanley returns to Brussels from the Congo. Wow. And of course, there's going World UK going there. Yeah. laid up in pain, but on the mend. Well, I knew you'd be on the mend. Venus is the brightest object in the night sky outside the moon. They had developed X-rays and gamma rays in years before spectrum of light. And, of course, Tanny's already gone, probably. Oh, it's always a pleasure having Susie Q in. Of course, she's doing her streams, too. All righty. Must catch up. Yeah. Yeah, poor Dale. He's going through a rough patch, but he springs back. Where are we? Oh, righty. Well, we're talking 1883 now. 1883. We'll go right now. Get everybody launched. And I don't have a coin for 1883, which is sad. But we'll do a quick look for an 1883. Ding, 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 ding. It's interesting how I can find. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. 1883, Liberty Nickel. Those are nice. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sorting of the coins lately, trying to get things straightened away here. Hmm. 1883. They held the Manitoba election. Augusta Stowe, daughter of Emily Stowe, was the first woman to graduate from a Toronto medical school in 1883. A significant thing that happened in 1883, nickel copper ore is discovered at Murray Mine in Sudbury, Ontario, during the construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway. How many people knew that all that nickel that come out of Sudbury was as a result of them building a railroad because they discovered it? And Cyrus Eaton was born in 1883. He was the investment banker, businessman, and philanthropist who died in 1979, and the founder of the Eaton Store. which I don't believe there are any Eatons anymore. So I have to go out and get myself some ceiling paint after my ceiling. Hopefully none of the gyprock gets rotted, but had quite a flood here yesterday. So my hallway light's out, and I pulled everything down, and I got fans blowing up there to dry everything out. And as soon as it's dried out, then I have to make sure that everything stays on the ceiling. If it's okay, then I'm gonna paint it white again because it's all discolored, and put all the electrical back in. Yahoo! And we gotta stop that quick. And we'll go back as soon as this thing will let me. Yeah, man. That's a boy. January 2nd, 1883, Battle of Boschberg takes place in South Africa as part of the Mapoch War. Mapoch War? I'm going to have to look that up. Patty Ferguson. Hey, Patty. Note Bernard Kroger established the first Kroger store in Cincinnati in 1883. I'll put you down there, Patty. August 21st, 1883, a tornado struck Rochester, Minnesota, causing at least 37 deaths and over 200 injuries. What's that say? Go down a little bit. Dr. William Correll Mayo is in charge of caring for the casualty, needs nurses, so he contacts Mother Alfred Moses, the founder of the Sister of St. Francis, Rochester. Whoa, that's a long one. Following the crisis, Mother Alfred approaches Dr. Mayo. The order will raise funds for the hospital if his sons also staff it. Obviously, agreement was made. I will have to go back to that because it's so long. Okay. January 4th, Ontario Rugby Football Union is formed. Okay, we got that one. January 13th, Henrik Ibsen's play En Folkelfiend, An Enemy of the People, premieres in Oslo. November 28th, Whitman College is founded in Walla Walla, Washington. BC Treasure Trails, welcome. Come on, come on. Oh, that's terrible when it does that. Now let's see if I can find my spot again. I'm getting a lot of jumping on my computer. Okay, we got that. We got that. September 30th, 1889, St. Mary's Hospital was opened by the sisters with the 3 Mayo physicians on staff, eventually merged with the Mayo Clinic. That's cool. Something I've heard of. Robert's coinage of January 19th, the first electric lighting system employing overhead wires built by Thomas Edison begins service in Rosalie, New Jersey. January 30th, the England team presented with ashes of a bale after Sydney test. I don't understand that. February 1st, French Lieutenant Colonel Gustave Borgens d'Esbourg reaches Bamako on the Niger. Okay. Yeah, definitely don't understand that one, Robert. 1883, Territory of Washington, third territory to grant universal suffrage. February 7th, Lieutenant Colonel Borges Desbordes founds Fort Bamako, Niger. Okay, that one I understood. Patty says the Brooklyn Bridge opens for traffic on the 24th of May. Cool. 14th of February, first state labor union legislation. New Jersey legalizes unions. So it begins. February 16th, Ladies' Home Journal begins publishing in the U.S. That's been around a long time. February 17th, A. Ashwell patents vacant engaged toilet lock in London. Ah! So we now have locks on our toilet stalls. What did they do before? You put your foot up and you held the door closed, I guess. That's interesting. That was Robert, and I missed one there. Go back. Charles Fritz constructs the first solar cell using the semiconductor selenium on a thin layer of gold to form a device giving less than 1% efficiency. Less than 1%. That doesn't sound very good. Got Brooklyn Bridge opened. Yeah, already got that one. February 21st, second French government of ferry. A ferry begins? Second French government of ferry. Where is ferry? Rumors of the Brooklyn Bridge collapsing caused a stampede and 12 people were crushed. Okay, that wasn't very good. Journal of the American Medical Association first published under this title. December 1883, the Harbor Grace affray between Irish Catholics and Protestant Orangemen causes 5 deaths in Newfoundland. See, I've heard confrontations in Ireland and confrontations in New York, but I was not aware that they had confrontations in Newfoundland. 20th of December, 1883, the International Cantilever Railway Bridge opens at Niagara Falls. We got the 28th of February, first U.S. vaudeville theater opens in Boston, Massachusetts. And we've got March 3rd, Congress authorizes the first steel vessels in the U.S. Navy. Really? What about the ironclads back in the 1860s? Iron, steel. Okay, I guess there's someone want to explain that to me. Okay, there's different metal, I guess. 9th of December, 1883, New Brunswick adopts Eastern Standard Time until 1902. The concept and term eugenics are formulated by Francis Galton. This 18th of November, 1883, standard time zones forms by railroads in U.S. and Canada. That's different. March 31st, the Utrecht begins water pipe system. That's a good thing. And you're gonna cooperate with me? Oh, that jumped a lot. Come on. I got the color wheel going here, which really is what just happened. No, go away. Here we go. 30th of October, 1883, 2 Clan Gale dynamite bombs explode in the London Underground, injuring several people. May 19th, Buffalo Bill Wild West show debuts in Omaha, Nebraska. You know, I would love to have seen that. August 26th, Krakatoa begins its final phase of eruptions at 1:06 p.m. local time. These produce a number of tsunami, mainly in the early hours of the next day, which result in about 36,000 deaths. Krakatoa. Oh, man. Have you ever heard about the guy that stubbed his toe and it could be heard around the world? Well, never heard of Krakatoa? Never mind. That was bad. Fair at 45. 24th October, 1883, Cardiff University opens under the name of University College of South Wales and Monmouthshire. April 2nd, battle at Bamako, French assault on Fabus armed forces attack. Where are these places at? Bamako. French assault on Fabus armed forces. What is Fabus? I've never heard of Fabus before. Fourth of October, 1883, the Orient Express departs on its first official journey from Paris to Istanbul. April 12th, French troops under Light Colonel Bourgenis Desbordes occupy Bamako. Oh, it's in Senegal. Gotcha. Bamako, Senegal. Surprising how many of these places are extremely obscure. Uh, 21st September 1883, first direct U.S.-Brazil telegraph connection. All the way to Brazil. Yes, that's cool. 11th September 1883, James Cutler patents the postal mail chute. Who would have guessed that making a tube or a pipe to put mail down would have to be patented? January 10th, fire at uninsured Newhall Hotel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin kills 71. And General Tom Thumb of P.T. Barnum fame escapes unhurt. So there's all the people running out of the hotel. What does General Tom Thumb do? He runs between their legs out the door and he's safe. Unbelievable. Robert's Coin Adventures, April 16th, Paul Kruger is chosen as president of the Transvaal. Any wonder, he's a hero to them. 29th of August, 1883, first Carnegie Library financed by industrialist Andrew Carnegie opens in Dunfermline, Scotland, the first of 2,509 libraries built around the world. '27th. We did the Krakatoa thing already. Mind you, though, that gives a little bit more. Force of 1,300 megatons, kills approximately 40,000. May 1st, Amsterdam World's Fair opens. 17th of August, 1883, the first public performance of the Dominican Republic's national anthem, Himno Nacional. I hope I said that correctly. January 16th, Pendleton Act creates the basis of the U.S. civil service system. Oh, boy. And there comes the paperwork. Gotta love civil servants. 12th of August, 1883, the last quagga zebra subspecies with less slashes dies at the Artis Magistra Zoo in Amsterdam. Another one bites the dust. I think the one that really got me was the passenger pigeons. I mean, people were eating pigeon pie for years. They were in the millions and millions and millions and millions, and they're all gone. I guess they tasted really good. 1st of August, 1883, Inland Postal Service begins in Great Britain. May 24th, Brooklyn Bridge opened by President Arthur and New York Governor Cleveland. August 1st, 1883, Amsterdam's Grand Hotel Krasnapolski gets electric lights. February 27th, Oscar Hammerstein patents the first cigar rolling machine. Any wonder we don't learn some of this in history class? Because some of it's really trivial. Kathy's Corner, KK, welcome aboard. Ho, ho, ho. Never nice. March, Susan Hayhurst becomes the first woman to get a pharmacy degree. Really? 1st of August, 1883, a papyrus offered to the British Museum for £10,000 turns out to be a forgery. Interesting. May 27th, Alexander III is crowned Tsar of Russia in Moscow. Very interesting. Okay, we got that one. 28th of July, 1883, shocks triggered by the volcano Epimeo, islands of Ischia, Italy, destroys 1,200 houses in Tassimisola, killing 2,000. You know, if I lived in one of these towns with those kind of names, I think I would just say, hey, I live in the place there with the white plaster. Forget trying to say the names. March 19th, Jan Metz-Zeliger invents the first machine to manufacture an entire shoe. Well, mass production of footwear. 1883. I'd say that's significant. 24th of July, 1883, Arbi Pasha declares a holy war in Egypt. So who's he declared the holy war against? Interesting thought. June 2nd, Chicago's L opens to traffic. L? Or is that E1? What is L? Is that a highway? Let me know in the chat. 16th of June, 1883, the Victoria Hall Theatre panic in Sunderland, England, kills 183 children. Second of June, got that one already. July 1st, ANWB forms in Utrecht, the Netherlands. What is ANWB, Robert? I love it when they do that, where these wonderful acronyms. April 13th, U.S. prospector Alfred Packer convicted of manslaughter, though accused of cannibalism. Oh. (27th of May, 1883), Alexander III crowned Tsar of Russia in Moscow. 1883, home and colonial stores established as grocers in London. Home and colonial stores. Are they still around in England? I've never heard of them. I've heard of Marks and Spencer's. July 24th, Arabia Pesh. Okay, I already got that one. September 15th, University of Texas in Austin opens to students. Patty gets one in there. Awesome. Holy mackerel, Andy. Oh, nice information there, Kathy. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, I've noticed you haven't been on YouTube for a while, Kathy. You're taking a break, I take it, which is not a bad thing. Once in a while, it's a good idea. But, we miss you. You're always welcome to come on board. Want to chit-chat. And there's Heath. Hello, Heath. Yeah, he's taking a break, Heath. He'll come up when he's feeling better. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, we'll give it a minute here, and then we'll start our last year, which will be 1884, when I say go. Yeah, we've had some really good stuff here today. Do I have an 1884? Let me see if I got an 1884 here. I got an 1884. Hello. I have an 1884 to show. Pop it out of my sleeve here. There we go. 1884. And 1884. You guys can see that all right. 1884. I love these large cents. They're very nice coins. There's my 1884. Young Victoria on there. Yeah, I wonder how many hands this has gone through. Quite a few, I imagine. That one there, this one here is really a nice coin. I should actually, once I get to the stage where I can start getting them graded. I think I'll get some of them graded. That one there is that one there was not a Heaton one. So I'm going to surmise that one was done in Ottawa. I have to look that one up. 1884. 1884. 2,500,000 of them were made in 1884. So it's not bad amount for mintage in that time. And what we got? Oh, almost time to start here. $18.84. So 1884 in Canada was a bad year. We'll go. The Humber Railway disaster took place in 1884. The 32 men and boys were killed upon the head-on collision of a Grand Trunk Railway commuter train with an unscheduled freight train, number 42C, near Toronto. Most of the dead were workers being transported on the train to the Ontario Bolt Works in Swansea, Ontario. Wasn't a good day to be on that train. January 17th of 1884, the Parliament building's new electric lights were turned on for the first time. And the 7 surviving members of the 25-man Lady Franklin Bay expedition, led by Adolphus Greeley, are rescued by Winfield Scott Schley. One more died on the homeward journey. The La Presse newspaper is founded, and Calgary is incorporated as a town, changing its name from Fort Calgary. So Calgary used to be Fort Calgary. Edmonton used to be Fort Edmonton. The Parliament of Canada passed the Indian Advancement Act, encouraging democratic elections of chiefs. Mohawks at St. Regis, Ontario, resist the provision, preferring their traditional method of choosing their leaders. Some interesting Canadian stuff. Very quiet on the live stream side because I have room for 10 people up here, Anybody wants to come up and chit chat? So again, just a reminder for those of you that come frequently on, from the 1st to the 15th of May, I will not be holding any live feeds as I'm doing course training up in the beautiful Canadian Rockies. So I may have some video that I'll be loading on my other channel, which is After Service Adventures Canada, and have some stuff up there. But we're going to have a month in May instead of the full month. So I do apologize for not being here. Yeah, we got some good stuff coming on. My goodness. And we'll stop it there. My goodness. Robert's Coin Adventures. First one out the gate here, 1884. January 4th, last sighting of an eastern cougar in Ontario. Yeah, something I haven't really thought much about because I've seen cougars here in Edmonton. They come up the river valley. But to actually see an eastern cougar in Ontario, I spent a lot of time in the bush in Ontario. I never remember seeing cougar. Seen wolves, never seen cougar. 27th of December, 1884, the Netherlands recognizes King Leopold II's Congo Free State. Oh, that was such a bad mistake. King Leopold did not treat the Congo very well at all. January 19th, Jules Massenet's opera Manon premieres in Paris. August 5th, the cornerstone for the Statue of Liberty is laid on Bledsoe's Island in New York Harbor. 1884, former General and President Grant, nearly bankrupt due to what would later be known as a Ponzi scheme, Mark Twain offers him 70% of his memoirs. You know, I heard about how destitute he was. I did not know it was because of a Ponzi scheme he got sucked in on. That's terrible. November 25th, 1884, John B. Mayenberg of St. Louis patents evaporated milk. Yay! I use that stuff a lot. It's great for cooking. February 18th, police seize all copies of Tolstoy's What I Believe In. I wonder what they would think of some of the literature we have today when you see the stuff that they wouldn't allow back then. 15th of November, 1884, European colonization and trade in Africa is officially regulated by the International Berlin Conference, formalizing European powers. Scramble for Africa. You got that right. 7th of November, 1884, Calgary is incorporated. Oh, I said that, but I will give you credit for it because you got it there. Calgary, Alberta. Woo! Doggy. I just jumped again. Oh, I wish it wouldn't do that. Come on. There it is. Almost there. Sorry, guys. April 25th, 1884, Arthur Chevrolet, I think it's Arthur, not author. Arthur Chevrolet, co-founder of Chevrolet Motor Car Company and race car driver, born in La Chaux-de-Fonds, Neuchâtel, Switzerland. 6th of November, 1884, British protectorate proclaimed over Southeast New Guinea. What do you got to be sorry for there, my friend? You just sit back, relax, and enjoy. I know how much you enjoy history. 4th of November, 1884, Grover Cleveland, a Democrat, beats James G. Blaine, a Republican, For his first presidential term, only American president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. Very interesting. September 5th, Staten Island Academy was founded. Staten Island. Okay. No, I got the color wheel again. You stop doing that. Okay. March 8th, Susan B. Anthony addresses U.S. Why did you just jump on me? I was just enjoying that. First thing I'm going to do when I grow up is get myself a better machine. Because this machine is 10 years old and it's lousy. Come on. Don't leave me hanging because I'm going to miss some here. It's frozen. Stop with the color wheel. Oh, I think it worked that time. Or did I go too far? Oh, yeah, I went way up. Get back down. Okay, got it. EAC, February 12th, Lewis Waterman gets his first patent for capillary feed fountain pen in the United States. Capillary feed. Is that one that we used to have to pull? We used to have to actually pull it, and it sucked the ink up into a reservoir. I remember those. Hmm. 14th of October, 1884, George Eastman patents the paper strip photographic film. Constitution granting women the right to vote 16 years after legislatures first introduced a federal women's suffrage amendment. Boy, women sure had to fight for every right they could get. Uh, 13th of October, 1884, Greenwich in London established as the universal time meridian of longitude. How many of you use GMT? It's handy since we're all in a world community here, we should actually be listing our time as GMT. That way it's consistent throughout the entire planet. Most of us, like myself included, tend to forget what time it is in GMT. And really, I got to start looking. I'd like to have a clock. I've got to get myself a clock that shows GMT. It makes it easier. I'm putting that as a mental note. 20th of September, 1884, 6.2 mile Arlberg Railroad Tunnel completed in Austria. We got 4th of September, 1884, Britain ends its policy of penal transportation in New South Wales and Australia. May 16th, Angelo Moriando of Turin is granted a patent for an espresso machine. Aha! Now we know where the espresso machine came from. Came from Turin. March 12th, Mississippi established as the first U.S. state college for women. 28th of August, 1884, first known photograph of a tornado is made near Howard, South Dakota. Well, you do understand why it took so long to get a photograph of a tornado back then, right? Picture them with the box camera on their horse chasing the bloody tornado. It's not the same as the tornado chasers today. Either that or they were just lucky and had a box camera set up so that they could take the picture as the thing came towards them. I don't know. But If you ever find the picture of that, I'd be curious to see that. And we've got 7th of August, 1884, Germany annexes Angra Pequena, which is Southeast Africa. Fifth of July, 1884, U.S. Congress accepts the Second Chinese Exclusion Act. Anybody want to talk about racism? Look at history. Throughout the entire history until this last century, it was ridiculous. June 13th, Lamarcus Adna Thompson opens the Gravity Pleasure Switchback Railway at Coney Island, New York. Oh, okay. It's that kind of ride. All right, gotcha. July 4th, 1884, Statue of Liberty presented to the U.S. in Paris. Third of July, 1884, the Dow Jones published its first stock index, the Dow Jones Transportation Average. March 13th, U.S. adopts Standard Time. October 6th, U.S. Naval War College was established in Newport, Rhode Island. Okay, let's move you down. 31st of May, 1884, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg patents flake cereal. Yes, yes. I like my frosted flakes and stuff. October. Hiram Maxim first demonstrates the Maximum gun, the first self-powered machine gun. 22nd of April, 1884, Colchester, United Kingdom earthquake. 4 died in the UK's most destructive earthquake. You would never think that the UK would have earthquakes. It never crossed my mind. March 27th, first long-distance telephone call, Boston to New York. We really don't think of that as a long-distance call these days, do we? 1884, the toy company Brio is founded in Sweden. B-R-I-O, Brio. That rings a bell. 1884, Parliament of Canada passes the Indian Advancement, encouraging the democratic election of chiefs. Well done. He's actually looking up the Canadian stuff for me. April 2nd, London prison for debtors is closed. Debtors prison. Boy, they had that today. Half the population of the planet, or even more, would be in it. Okay, move on here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on, Kathy. Take 2 seconds out. See if I can do this without buggering everything up. I'll send you the link. Come on, you. Oh, don't make any sounds. There we go. No, that's not COVID. That's dog hair. Ugh. All right. I got the link in there. Anybody wants to come up? Come on up. Make sure I'm doing the right thing. Oh, good to hear, Lola. Okay, now I got to go back down here, and there it is. He says, in 350 individual pieces packed in more than 200 cases, the copper and iron statue, which was reassembled and dedicated following year in a ceremony presided over by a U.S. president. President Grover Cleveland became known around the world as an enduring symbol of freedom and democracy. Well, we all like Grover. Grover's cool. I don't think it was the same Grover. Don't see anybody coming up yet. And we'll slip down here. Come on. Don't be stubborn with me. So, YouTube, you wish to challenge me. Good. I'm going to beat this machine. Come on. Move. Oh, there it is. All right. I did make it. I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. Gotta go all the way back. Oh, there it is. How did I miss all that? Patty Ferguson, thank you. Mark Twain wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Yes, I've read the book. 1884, Charles Parsons patents the steam turbine. And we got June 16th, the first roller coaster used Coney Island. I wonder if that's the same one we're talking about. I give him credit anyway. 1st November 1884, the Irish Gaelic Athletic Association is founded in Thurles, Ireland. What's wrong with you, dog? You doing all the funny snorting over there, you little thing. January 8th, chrome tanning process for leather is patented by Augustus Schultz. And the Ringling Brothers Circus was established. I'll give Patty that one. July 5th, the U.S. Congress accepts the Second Chinese Exclusion Act. I think we said that one already. 18th of October, 1884, the University of Wales, Bangor, UK, is founded. January 18th, Dr. William Price attempts to cremate the body of his infant son, Lesu Grist, Welsh for Jesus Christ, Price, setting a legal precedent for cremation in the United Kingdom. He wanted to cremate his son. What, in the backyard? What the heck is that? That's terrible. My goodness. Okay, got that one. March 7th, 27th to 29th, the Cincinnati Riots. July 21st, first test cricket match played at Lord's. 24th of September 1884. On the night of 23rd to 24th September, steamship Arctic runs aground near Cape Virginis, leading to the discovery of a nearby placer gold and beginning the Tierra del Fuego gold rush. Tierra del Fuego, that's in the southern point of South America, in one of the most wicked, most horrendous spots going around the end, or what is it called? The Cape. Tierra del Fuego is a horrible patch of water. No wonder it went aground. Robert's Coin Adventures, July 29th, Society of Independent Artists, founded in Paris by Albert Dubois Pillet, Odilon Redon, George Surratt, and Paul Signac. Whew. Wow, okay. And Patty May 1st, he worked. Don't understand what you're saying there, Patty. May 1. Nope, don't understand. 1/8. The work day established. Oh, 8-hour work. Okay, it clicked. 8-hour workday was established. I'll give you that one. And that's it. So now I get to tally. Tally. It's tally time. All righty, we got Okay, the winner for today's contribution, we've got Ferret 45, 75, 74 by RCA, and EAC is 51. And honorable mentions, we got a 14 down there from Patty, 2 from, that's Heath. And we got 1 from Susie Q. So the winners of the coins today are Ferret, RCA, and EAC. Which, congratulations, guys, for contributing so much. It was really good. And this is my favorite part because I get to bring my bucket list out, my famous bucket list. And we'll see who gets what. Okay, the first one's going to go to Ferret 45. Ferret 45 gets a 1974 Canadian nickel. 74 Canadian nickel. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, and we got, another nickel. This one I can't see. Okay, what do we got here? Get in the light. Oh, it's 1961. It's actually in beautiful shape. It's a 61. Yeah, that's a pretty one. And that's EAC. Sorry, that's not EAC. That's RCA 74. You get that one. This is EAC. And what do you got? What do we got here? Oh, you get a 1964 sixpence. So that goes to EAC. And that's our coins for today. Wonderful time today. Good contributions, guys. I know it's been kind of quiet, not having our buddy Dale up. Anybody wants to come up? This is where we have a little bit of banter. If you want to spend a little time with the old skipper here, you got your chance. Oh, there's Darren. Darren's up. What kind of? Hey, buddy.
You missed me.
Yeah, I did.
I was driving. I was sitting in the basement, and you were chatting away. You never checked the basement at all. You were saying, "Hey, if you want to come up, come on up," but you never once checked the basement because I was sitting there the whole time.
Well, you know, they keep me so active, especially when I'm on my own. It's
you need.
It makes a big difference. Makes a big difference.
Went to visit Mom today.
Did you?
Yeah, she's doing well. She was saying another apartment in her apartment that was just a couple floors up, but is similar to hers. It's on the market now for over 800 grand.
Oh my goodness.
That an apartment. So there you go.
That's crazy.
New Westminster, not Vancouver. New Westminster, 14th floor, 2-bedroom apartment, 800 grand.
That's absolutely ludicrous.
No, it's the market. This is where I live.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
And you know what? I hate to say it, even though my place is, you know, it's up there. We're talking almost 400,000. But when I look at the prices today, and I think back when my first house was only 18,000. And to see how much they've gone up, it just, the cost of living is way higher than the amount of money we got coming in.
Nope, doesn't work. I don't know what to do, but I know it doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess we have to start living in tents again. I don't know. I know BC's bad anyway for their
highest cost of living in this country, highest cost of living in North America.
Yeah.
So whatever. Anywho, it is what it is.
I'm going to ask you, you play all those guitars behind you?
Sure. Not simultaneously.
Oh, guys, you guys with all the talent.
It's just two bass guitars. They're two different bass guitars, so it's just bass guitar. And the other guitar over there is a 6-string, but I can't really play that. I just have it. Just in case somebody comes over who can play it.
So what kind of hours are you getting in now with your karaoke?
Well, that's always Wednesday night from 9 p.m. till midnight, or 1 o'clock, pardon me. Here they come. There they go. I'm on the route to the hospital, so.
Busy.
That, and I hear the big chopper land as well.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they're pulling somebody off the highway, they go straight to that hospital. It's literally on the highway. So.
And most of your work, you work out of your home, right?
Always.
Most of the time? Yeah.
Well, aside from doing karaoke, right? That's on location. Oh boy.
Well, I'm kind of I'm gearing up for this thing I'm going on at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Been checking out if you ever get a chance, check out the Ghost River and the accommodation.
In the chat. Hi,
gorgeous. I don't see. Is there anybody else there? No, I don't see anybody there.
No, Dale's in the chat.
Oh, Dale's in the chat. Yeah, Dale's there. He's just mending.
For sure.
Doing his thing.
On the mend.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be nice to get a lot more people up into the live stream, because I mean I've got the 10 able to put 10 up.
Cool.
What's up, guys? Jay's 2 cents.
Yeah, went for a visit to Mom. Helped her out. Oh, well, no, I didn't help her out. That's not right. I paid back some of the loan she gave me when she helped me out and getting in that new computer there. You know what I'm on now. I just found a really good deal at $400, and I only had $100 on hand. So it's like, Mom, if you have $300, I can borrow a computer. No problem.
Yeah, I'm really due for another machine myself. It's driving me crazy. Just no memory in it.
Put memory in it.
It's a Mac.
Well, Macs can have memory put in them, although I don't know a lot about it.
Lola's saying you're such a mensch. Who's this goyim?
You guys are speaking non-English, so
you don't speak Yiddish? Oy vey.
Doesn't matter. Ah, yes.
Yeah. So I guess that's it today. I guess I'm just going to have to continue carrying on watching Stranger Things marathon with my wife.
There you go. That's a nice thing. Doing things with the wife is always nice. Me, I have an empty house, so I have quietness and serenity. Serenity now! Serenity now! Serenity now! I have it. So I think I'm going to find my kitty or find my doggy and give them some cuddles and love. Maybe make something to eat. Just thought I'd get on here before you were all gone and say, hey, man, I tried to join earlier, but anyway, so be it.
Lola says she's in New Jersey. She hears it all the time. Yeah. Of course.
She's in New Jersey. She hears it all the time. People say it. All right.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Is I'm going to go and prepare a nice dinner, and after that fiasco with my flooded roof yesterday, I can.
What happened yesterday?
Relax. Oh yeah, Tracy left the upstairs washroom running and the toilet plugged, and it just poured down into the hallway, and now I got these huge industrial fans, and I had to. The light fixture was filled. It was absolutely filled. So I had to get a bucket down below, unscrew it a bit, allow it to drain out, and then of course it spread through in between, right on all the. So I'm hoping.
Hear about that in cartoons.
Yeah. So right now, as soon as it's all dried out, and I'll check it out later, I know I'm going to have to do some touch-up painting.
Need a dehumidifier.
I'm in Alberta. I don't need a dehumidifier in Alberta.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Just a matter of time.
It makes us 20-year-olds look like we're in our 70s here.
We got the air conditioner, the portable ones we used to run. They used to draw tons of water out of the air, constantly draining the reservoir on the portable.
Oh, I've got central air in my place only because the 2 weeks I have summer here, we can't. It's unbearable.
Honestly, I turned on the central air just 10 minutes ago. It's like 2 degrees too hot in my car or my house for me. I don't like it. I'm going to bring it down a couple of degrees and then I'm going to turn it off. But I don't like it. 22, 21, 22, 23, I don't like it. It's not comfortable to me.
Yeah, we like it about 15 in our house.
Ooh, that's chilly. 19 is too low. 19 is too low and 21 is too high. That's how fancy I am when it comes to that.
Yeah. Dale, you get yourself some sleep, get yourself better, and we'll catch you later on, brother.
We'll see you as soon as you're ready.
Yeah. And of course, Marlon, all he's thinking about is, I want to get out and metal detect. I want to get out there right now.
Ground is too cold. Ground is too frozen.
You know what? I think I'm going to go to my park and see if I can find something. I doubt very much if I'll find anything here. It's too new an area, but.
What do you mean? The area has been around all along. What do you mean new area?
I remember.
They're not making any new land.
Let me tell. Oh, look at that! Marlon's creeping up here. Look at this. I got Marlon in the house.
So lazy though. Marlon, where are you, bud? Hey.
Almost. Yeah, you can close the other one and put it
there
in
the
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just Knuckles.
I joined twice because I'm doubly important but it's for my headphones.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, this way I can use my microphone and I sound better.
Aha!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I stream, I use 2 phones and a Chromebook. Second set of headphones for Aurora. So
I haven't been able
I
to
don't use a
figure
real
out
computer.
my system. I keep experimenting. And
Oh, yeah.
right now I'm running this off my Chromebook.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
I
use
got
a Chromebook and
Yeah.
phones as cameras. Darren back in the day used to rant about all you needed was a bunch of old phones, and you can have as many cameras as you want.
And you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got cameras and all kinds of stuff. It's just trying to
Yeah.
make it all kind of work so it looks like
You
it's a
don't
little
need
more
no
professional.
fanciest webcam out there. You can just use anything with a camera.
I like
Totally.
having my head around the same size as everybody else's head in the
I
chat
do that by moving forward and back till I get to the right spot. Yeah, see.
Well, I can do other things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're sure right, Patrick, though. I want to go detecting. I've been sitting in the snow forever.
Oh, it just every time we're ready to go out, it snows again. And then
Exactly.
we had 27 degrees last week. And then it snowed. What the heck?
I couldn't believe it. I had to go for a walk. Show everyone how ridiculous.
I know. I watched the video. I'm sitting here and I'm ready to put a parka on watching you walk.
Yeah, there was grass everywhere. All the snow had melted. All the
Yeah.
runoff had gone out through the creeks. And then you wake up that next morning after it snowed for 24 hours straight. This much.
Mhm.
It was winter wonderland all over again.
It was insane. And the trees look nice.
Everything was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Christmas lights still up in my tree. It looked wonderful. My whole block was going, oh yeah, Santa lives there.
I never take my Christmas lights down. They're all,
Oh, I'm not
all,
now either.
clipped everywhere to the eaves trough and everything. No way.
Like
I put
work.
them up once. Yeah, that's it. You know how much work it would be to do that every year? It's just crazy.
My dad
I
was
know
smart.
how much work it
Front of
is.
the house, he put floodlights underneath the eaves, shining down on the front of a white house, and they
It's
alternated
easy, yeah.
red and green. And when it
Most
came
new
Christmas
houses
time,
have
he just
those.
closed the switch, and that said
Hot
red and
lights.
green are on.
Yeah. Yeah, my house had a Christmas light switch with a dedicated plug up in the soffit fascia area.
Oh, is
Soffit.
that ever
Yeah.
smart?
But you had to put your own stuff. If you had
Once.
the pot lights that are in the soffit all the way around, that's
what we
like
did.
Darren's saying. You screw in your colored bulbs. Your whole house is
We left them
glowing.
in there. We
Yeah.
never took them out.
Oh, year round, why not? Christmas
So we
year
use
round.
them year round, but just Christmas time turn them
Mhm.
on.
Yeah. On that last
That's
snow,
like
I got
hot lights
festive.
in
I
the
turned on the
eaves.
Christmas light switch for the neighbors. You know,
It's time.
with the snow falling. Winter was back, guys, for like 3 days.
My granddaughter
get some
looked
play.
at me and she goes, Granddad, you don't look like Santa anymore. You look kind of like the ghost in Mrs. Muir. You mean Rex Harrison? Yes, I look like Rex Harrison. That's awesome, man.
Could be worse.
So it goes good. You transition from Santa Claus to Sea Captain back to Santa
it's
Claus.
going to be a bigger transition because I have a new hat coming directly from the UK. A brand new hat. It's a naval hat. It is
Nice.
the White Star hat worn by Captain Smith of the Titanic.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Historically
So I got a
significant.
reproduction. It's sitting in Vancouver somewhere in the post office. So it'll be here about
soon,
next
guys.
month.
Well,
But
that's
I'm
awesome.
looking for that, and I want the suit as well.
Buttons and stuff, eh?
Yeah, the white one, the one that he wore on deck.
Oh yeah, I'll watch the movie.
Yeah, I want
That'd be
that
cool.
one. Yeah, but if I want to look like Rex Harrison, yeah, I'll just wear what I've got on now. I'm just gonna.
Just you have to tan, don't you? Doesn't Rex Harrison normally have like a nice dark tan?
He also had a dark beard. He was a bit younger than me.
Well, Patrick, once it
Even though
shows
he's a
up
ghost.
and you got the whole
Sure, he's a
costume
ghost.
done, we should go down to the River Queen in Edmonton here on the North Saskatchewan River.
Oh,
Get
that
some
was
pictures of you on
cool.
deck.
Dressed as Captain Smith, total from head to toe.
Get you on the
and
river boat.
And I put a
You're
little
on a
bit of
sea
white
ship.
makeup. Put a little bit of white makeup on just to make myself look
Yeah.
a little bit less alive.
Some ghostly photos. That would work too. I've been
Yeah.
meaning to go down there just to chuck the magnet. so we could get some pictures while we're there too.
Cool.
Yeah, there's some bridges like the Clover Bar would be the best for something like that, because
There's
I
a
wouldn't
bunch
want to
of
try to do it off the high
too.
level.
Footbridges too.
Why not?
Pedestrian only bridges in the area, Patrick, where a criminal could run down and throw their guns and knives in the water. Right, that's the idea.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
why wouldn't
Darren says,
high
why
level give
not
you that?
throw off the high level?
You have to stop on the high level bridge, get out of your car, and risk your life.
No, walk across.
No,
It's got a walkway.
they've got the cages now. You can't throw anything.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's fenced in because the anti-suicide stuff went in a long time ago. They were worried about people jumping out of there.
Yeah. But there's others. There's others. I've repelled off.
I've been looking on the Google Maps. Who uses Google Maps to treasure hunt in their spare time? It's a good way to look for stuff.
Yeah.
Especially like abandoned yards in old neighborhoods.
Old schools.
Old
Abandoned, like,
schools.
old
Now
schools.
you're talking. Mhm.
Any of the older towns and stuff, ghost towns, and heck, even Alex Archbold, when he was doing his construction next to his general store there, he had a bobcat go in there, and he's walking. He wasn't even metal detecting. He sees a glint in the spoil.
Yeah,
Walks over to it. He finds a half a gold crown.
totally possible.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
wow. So he called in the metal detector club to look for the rest. They found a lot of
Get down
stuff.
here, boys. Get down here.
Yeah, but he got the gold though.
Pretty cool.
He's already walked away with the gold.
Yeah, you should always be looking at the ground. You don't want to walk into a wall, but like if you're looking down, surface finds, it's a real deal.
Oh yeah.
People drop
Absolutely.
stuff all the time.
So I saw a father and son in the UK find a ton of coins with magnet fishing. Yeah, there's a lot of rules in the UK though you got to follow though, especially when you're doing the mudlarking and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff older than a
Especially if you
certain
find
year
something.
has to get turned in, Patrick. I think
Yeah,
it is.
that's
I don't
right.
know the year. But yeah, Canadian coins and magnet fishing go together too, right? Let's see. Toonie?
Yeah, you've been really getting into that.
Looney? Oh yeah, Looney. Looney works out of quarters. Whoa! Welcome to Canada.
But the
Yeah, magnet
sad
fishing
part
is a
is,
great way.
the sad part is,
Fishing well.
if you got silver down there, it won't pick it up.
No, they haven't invented that kind of magnet yet.
Yeah, I know.
And American coins, even the non-silver stuff, they don't stick to a magnet. Canada and I think the UK also loves its magnetic coinage for some reason. It might have been with partly to do with vending machines counting the coins. Something like
Boys,
that.
I got to bow out, but I'll be in the crowd. I'll see you guys all later. Catch you soon.
Thanks for coming up, Darren. It was good to see you.
Both of you
Bye,
also.
Aaron.
Sorry, we're ranting so much. I mean, the
That's
skipper.
because
One,
we're
two,
easily excited.
3.
Here, push him out of here. There we go.
Ooh.
I went the wrong way.
Oh, look, I've expanded. I actually fit.
Yeah. I'm showing the wrong background. There we go. Metal detecting. Use the hunting
I
background.
like the way you've done your wall.
It has sections. It's like tools, metal detecting,
Oh,
pellet
there's something I
guns.
need right there.
Pellet guns. Yeah.
I've been
The real
shopping.
guns
Look,
have to be locked up.
I got to
in
find something
Canada.
about 3 foot long since I can't bend like I used to.
Oh, totally. Shovel, you mean?
Yeah, the shovel. I mean, I do have my little hand trowel stuff, but
It's in my car. I've been meaning to show you. I picked up something on Amazon, and then they were sold out after, so I didn't even message you. But yeah, a Nomad shovel it was called.
oh,
Nomad. Yeah, it's only like 4 feet, but you only really need one of these anyway. Drain spade. That's what we were talking about.
the drain spade.
The one with the long blade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I need.
Exactly. Hardware store has them.
I'll get them. I just have to, being a pet.
Oh, yes. Lee Valley Tools. Patrick, that's what I kept forgetting to tell you.
Lee Valley is just down the road from me.
Yeah, they have all that Radius brand, everything that's on Amazon, but it's cheaper because it's not on Amazon. And you're shopping local.
What do you want,
at Lee
dog?
Valley.
I'm being attacked by my dog.
Mine are in the
Dog.
house.
What do you want? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yes, you are. You're always
I was
hungry.
even looking at the chat. I should have said hi to Lola. Hey, Lola. And I always say Coin World UK, but I'm bad with his name. You were saying it. Dale?
Dale.
Dale. Okay, I'm learning. Hey, Dale. Hope you're feeling better soon. Who else was here? Oh, and Ferrara.
Patty's.
Congrats on your win, buddy. Yeah. It's good to come up for a little few-minute chat. Is this the second time I'm here? I think only once before.
Yeah, but you weren't on very long the last time. You were like hit and run.
Yeah.
Patty had a nurse that was a no-show today. Oh, Patty. I've had that too. I've also had the nurses show up. I have a home care nurse that showed up. She looked like she was in a welding outfit. So, are you going to be safe now?
Yeah.
Okay. Any chances? Okay.
Yeah, I work in a hospital. I see it all the time. No one's taking any chances.
Yeah, I don't have to go to a hospital. I got my hospital room right here. The Veteran Affairs built the whole thing, got the hospital bed and the TV mounted just like in a hospital room and all laid out for me with the bathroom right next door to me. Not that I'm totally crippled, but it was great while I went through my cancer surgery, and it was just freaking awesome. Everything went well.
You don't need this anymore. You're feeling better.
Except for my sleeping. Because I've got the top of my stomach is gone. So I've got the acid reflux.
So you got one of those adjustable bed things?
It's a hospital bed. It's a real life hospital bed. So great for watching television.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
The problem is it's like a freaking rock. So I've been going into sleep country looking for a decent mattress. It's a plastic mattress in case you wet yourself, for Pete's sake.
I think so on those ones. Probably.
Oh, they're horrible. So I'm looking for something that'll have a little give so that if I want to turn over to my side, I can do that. I'm now far more mobile than I was. I mean, I was at the point where I could barely walk up and down stairs. Now I'm actually walking around the neighborhood and doing the things that I like doing again.
I had no idea you were a cancer survivor.
Oh, twice. It keeps trying to get me. That's okay.
It's trying to get me, man.
Go away.
It's right
Get out of
behind me.
here. Haven't got time for it.
Oh, well.
But
strong, Skipper. That's awesome. I can't wait to meet you sometime in the wilderness for a dig. I've been picking spots.
Yeah.
I've got a couple spots for us to start at.
With my walker, man. I was reminiscing. I said, back in the old days, I'd streak through here. Can you imagine me trying to streak with a walker?
Come on, guys. Let's go.
I was like, whoa, what is that? Holy crap.
Oh, God. And with that, we'll end the stream.
That's
that imagery. Look how rosy the captain got, guys. That's hilarious. Oh, man.
Oh,
yeah, God. The sister-in-law and her kids were supposed to be hitting the park. And we were going to bring our kids. And I was going to see how far in we've thawed. You know what I mean, Skipper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because sometimes you can get a couple inches and then you just hit that ice. Because how deep does it freeze here? How we put our basements a certain depth so they're below freezing, below the frost line. Yeah. But I think the frost line goes down quite a few feet here in Alberta.
I think it's a couple feet at least. Absolutely. Yeah.
And it thaws from the top down. So if you want your deeper finds, you might not get them in the early spring.
What about, are you able to do the metal detecting around the church that burnt down?
I'm going there. That's what I want to do. They have no fence. They took the fence down. The hole is filled with mud. I've already done the park next to it. I did it years ago or over 2 seasons and got whatever. There was only one silver coin in that whole thing because it was re-landscaped in the 70s. I found out later. It's not as old as the church's yard. But now with no church there, it's just a technically vacant lot waiting for an insurance rebuild. So yeah, I want to do perimeter of the building. I'll go around ground zero. That's my plan. And they wrecked the heck out of it cleaning it up. So no one's going to complain about me metal detecting it. That would
Oh,
be the
that's
last
good.
thing to
And
complain
now
about.
that, who knows? They might have turned stuff up that would have
You
been.
never know.
Sure.
Exactly. I don't know where they got the dirt to fill the hole. I think they trucked it in. So it's probably nothing of interest in the basement hole.
Right.
But right around it, I wanted to do this spring. I was going to do it last year, and then it burned down 1st of July or whatever it was.
Yeah.
On Canada Day, when it was not targeted, when it just burned down. And it ruined part of my summer because I had planned to do that property. Exactly.
I remember watching your video. It was depressing.
Yeah.
It's like
In my
part of the town.
4-part video, you see shots of the church in the background and stuff. And I found an old cross on the other side of the sidewalk that was in the park right beside it. So I wanted to jump across this year or last year, and then it got burned. So yeah. But I think, like you're right, if they messed it up, they could have turned something up that might have been deeper than I would have got too. So you never know. That is the oldest area in town. They started building that before 1900 and didn't finish it right till just after. And then they clad it in brick many years later. It was a wood structure to begin with. Mm-hmm. So the brick came around 1920 when they built the convent next door that's now posh condos. You want to move on in? They did asbestos removal, took years there. And now it's a living area again, not just a...
You almost had me as a neighbor. My wife and I were actually looking to move to Morinville.
Oh, you should. Such a nice little cozy spot.
I don't know. It's just... I said, hon, what we let's get into a mobile home, and it's something where I don't have, it's all on one level, because bungalows are so damn expensive, but to be able to get into a mobile is pretty cheap, except for the lot rents. The lot rents are ridiculous. But
yeah, I don't know. They have the older mobile home park from when I was a kid in town, and now they've started a new one, and it's really trendy and fancy. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
get a garage. You can have a garage with your mobile home.
That's not. Oh, I'd have to have one.
Yeah, they have them. And the one guy has a triple car garage. How do you have a triple car garage with the mobile home? It's long and skinny as his mobile home, so he has to pull 3 in a row. But it's the cutest little, like a covered barn.
Oh wow, that's
not a covered barn, covered bridge.
It looks like a covered bridge next to it.
If it had the doors on both ends and you could drive through, it's hilarious. It's a really long garage, but narrow, to go next to his mobile home. Only in Morinville. Maybe not only in Morinville. Yeah. I'm sure there's other.
Patty mentions about getting a queen size bed, one that bends and whatnot. I suggest
those ones can be split down the middle.
They are. And you know what? Even kings, I've looked into them, but my wife has gotten so used to sleeping in that king bed by herself. She doesn't want me back.
Get out.
She's got her own space now. I know we're old, but still. Hi, honey. I go, hey, I don't watch the movies you watch.
I seen the movie Cocoon. I know what they're getting
I love that movie.
Exactly. I refer to that movie all the time. It's great. It's great. I'm going to party till I'm 120.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do as soon as she gets her citizenship. I'm going to take her down to Vegas. I have felt guilty, kind of, because I've been to Vegas 3 times, and I go down there and play poker, take my son down, whatnot. But when she's here and it's February and there's 14 feet of snow, and I'm down there showing her pictures of us running around palm trees.
Yeah, I know. I've never been to Vegas.
Said, yeah, I want to go now. Okay, well, all you need is to become a citizen.
I guess. Canadian citizen?
Well, yeah, because she's got no country. And you're going,
I don't know the story.
She has no country.
I don't know the story.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I call her a boat person. She hates that.
Boat person.
Because her parents weren't married when she was born, and they're British, but living in Holland. He was a diplomat. In Holland, the rules are you have to be born of Dutch parents or have Dutch grandparents to become a Dutch citizen. So she couldn't become a Dutch citizen, even though she has a Dutch birth certificate.
Yeah.
Then her parents got married when they got back to England, and she ended up on her father's passport, and they moved to Canada. And there was a problem with the family. People weren't talking to one another and whatnot. Eventually, her parents passed away, and she was left with no British citizenship, no Dutch citizenship. She couldn't get that. She has no access to her parents' birth certificates, marriage certificates, or death certificates because the family won't talk to us. So she's got no country. So I said, well, you did marry me, so you're lucky there. You're attached. Well, you've been here since 82. I said, and about 10 years ago, I said to her, I said, look, why don't you apply for your citizenship? And she goes, not until I hit 55. Why? Because she doesn't have to write the stupid test.
Oh, there you go.
So now she's over 55. She can write her test. She doesn't have to write the test.
Yeah.
She can get her citizenship, and then she can get a passport, and then she can come with her husband, who's been all over Canada, all over Europe, all over the States, sending pictures back, you know?
Traveling is slowly coming back. I think lots of people are traveling already.
Oh, I need to travel. I need to go. I did it when I was in the Army. Then I worked for all those years, and I was stuck. So as soon as I retired, I went crazy. So now I want to go everywhere.
I want to see the world.
I want to see the world. I want to do some metal detecting in some of these crazy places too.
Yeah, I never would have thought of it before when I used to travel before we had kids. Because that's what stopped us from traveling, having kids, settling down, And now I would definitely have something that went in a backpack, that I could pull out at any time while I'm on vacation.
I see the stuff Big Hole pulls out now. Holy crap.
Yeah, in Austria, Roman silvers.
Yeah.
He put out a new video again. Check out High Tones Drifter. He changed the channel name. Still the awesome content that he was making before. Yeah, and he came to America, to the U.S. in Florida, was hunting with FL Thunder Rob.
Right.
Found some jewelry and some coins. Goes back, and immediately he finds a spot that's just hiding Roman silver coins, and beautiful ones. Check it out. If you want, he always says he'll pick you up at the airport, whatever city that it is in Austria that he's at, and you can stay at his place and go detecting. He
break my arm. Oh my goodness. That would be fabulous.
Get yourself to Austria, Skipper.
Eventually. I'll get
Me
there.
too. I keep saying that, but not yet.
We'll throw in a Rhine River cruise on top of that. Go down the
as well. A little riverboat cruise.
Oh yeah, the Viking cruise lines. Oh, that would be awesome. I'd wear my Captain Smith outfit for sure.
You salty dog.
Yeah. Oh, take care, Lola. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing here too. I'm going to shut down and actually make my wife a nice dinner and get on her good side.
I'm about to run here too. I think I got a few hours of daylight left. Let's see if I can get the kiddos outside. Go to the park.
I got fresh batteries for my machine, so I'm gonna wander over to the park.
I think that uses that one uses A batteries, double A.
Yeah, I got. You use double A's? Mine are.
Oh no, mine uses a 9-volt.
Yeah,
exactly. I was thinking the Garrett 400, but Starry Lock got the Garrett. Yep, I got a Garrett one right here. Oh, that's the 400. This one.
Oh, you're a master when it comes to look at all the stuff you got. Oh my goodness.
I built it up over 3 years now, and this one I just got. It's an old school whites. That one that looks like it's off a space movie or something from the past. I got it on Kijiji. Someone was hawking it. They said it worked, but it just made noise. Right? They didn't know how to use it. As soon as I diddled the knobs in the right direction, it works. It does work.
That's
from
too funny.
White's Coin Master. Yeah. But I like I use a Technetics G2. It's in my car.
Well, I'm sure
I'll
I'll
in the car already.
when we get together.
Yeah. I definitely like the machines that make the quacky noise. Some machines go boom boom like a bell, and some machines go whack, 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 whack. And that's my style, like a Deus or the G2. A few different machines. What is it? Nocta Simplex is also a quacky machine. The one Tripwire uses when you go over. I don't know. There's something I like about the sound on those. Yeah. But the really musical ones, like the Mind Lab, what is it? 800. Everyone likes Equinox. It's like a MIDI keyboard. You know, the music coming out of that thing is like you can have up to 99 tones. Right, so it's like playing your songs as you're metal detecting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all.
I feel like
all
such
different.
This stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, my friend, I'm off and running.
I was gonna say I get distracted and I keep ranting. Let me
get
myself out of here.
I'm the same way. I just
Thanks
love
for having me, Skipper. We're live on Mayor Videos every Sunday. Skipper knows it. He was on there last time. He jumped up for open panel, graced us with his presence. Thanks, Skipper.
Sundays.
Let me get myself out of here.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Oh, it didn't work.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping in.